Hey everybody, what's up? All this college football realignment is ridiculous. We got Colorado going to the Pac-10. We've got Nebraska probably going to the Big Ten. Then we have a million rumors in between. This team may be going here, that team may be going there. We've got possibly a Pac-16. Maybe the Big 12 is going to dissolve. The Big 12, we were arguing that it was better than the SEC just a little bit ago. Now it might be gone entirely. It's crazy. This is putting a Band-Aid on a bigger wound. The bigger wound in college football, they don't have a playoff system in place. The biggest thing, follow me on this. For all the people who say, I don't know, just listen to this. There should never be indecision about who the champion is in college football after the postseason. That's what we have right now. We have indecision. Oh, Auburn, they were undefeated. They should have got a chance to play for the national championship. What about Boise State? What about Virginia Tech when they went undefeated? Should these two teams even be in the national championship game? There's far too much of that in college football. If you make a parallel between college football and the NFL, let's say for the sake of argument, the NFL doesn't have a playoff. They have an old, archaic, terrible, awful, brutal system in place, like, I don't know, the BCS, we'll say. You don't have playoffs in the NFL. The top two teams from each conference meet in the Super Bowl. You could have all the realignment you want. You could put the Raiders in the NFC South. You could put the Dolphins in the AFC North. You could dissolve the NFC East. That's not solving your bigger problem. You still need a playoff system in place. Now there's talk about maybe 4 mega conferences, and that might help move toward a playoff system. Still a ton of ifs with that. If this team goes here, if you have 4 mega conferences, you don't even need that. You could have playoffs right now. If you had presidents think reasonably for a change and for the betterment of college football, you could have that. It's like college football takes these baby steps where it's like, okay, we have the BCS, we have a 1 versus 2 game now. It's like, is that okay? It's like college football is the old guy who just woke up for a nap. It's like, okay, we got 1 versus 2, but we still won a playoff. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I just woke up from my nap. Let's settle down here. It doesn't. We need a playoff. And the next time I hear someone say that college football does have a playoff system in place, there's a 2-team playoff, I'm going to drop kick someone in the throat. That is not a playoff. It's a game. There's a difference between a playoff and a game. And the last point, before I hyperventilate, my goodness. Here, real quick. This won't take very long. Here's a parallel of my feelings on college football. It's like a girl who's been dating for years and years and years, and the only thing she wants to hear is something about marriage. If you have something to say about marriage, she's all ears. Marriage? What? You say something? If it's not about marriage, she's not trying to hear it. That's how I feel about college football. I've been dating college football forever. We've been going steady. That back when that was still a term. That's how I've been with college football. If you have something to tell me about playoffs, I'm all ears. Anything else? Realignment? What? Doesn't sound like playoffs to me. That's how I feel. I love college football, but the system is simply awful. Awful. All right. I'm going to storm off now. Have a good day. I'm Brian No, and that's a no-brainer.